Comic book people out there, it is Wednesday and it's comic book day. Let me show you what I got. First up is the Unworthy Thor, issue number 1. Remember when Thor lost the ability to pick up the Mjolnir and now he's just known as Odinson, so he doesn't really have the worthy title of being called Thor anymore? I always thought that was kind of weird. It's like you can't be called by your own name anymore. You can only be called by the son of whoever it is that fathered you. Anyways, there's another character by the name of the Unseen. This character is taking the place of the Watcher since the Watcher died in the original Sin storyline. The Unseen is letting Odinson know that there's another hammer that he can pick up. It's the hammer from the Ultimate Universe. Although I could have sworn that that hammer was technologically based and not mystical. But with any luck, Odinson will be able to pick up this hammer, and then he'll be able to reclaim somewhat of his abilities, maybe not to the fullest extent, but then again, we don't even know whether or not he can pick it up yet. Superman issue number 10, In the Name of the Father, part 1. We knew this was going to be happening. We knew that the son of Batman and the son of Superman were going to be teaming up and having their own comic book adventures. This is the beginning of that. And as you can guess, they don't get along too well at the beginning, but I have a feeling they're going to become buddies later on down the line. Nightwing, issue number 8. This is the conclusion to the Rise of Raptor storyline. The character of Raptor was introduced into this, and it turns out that he's been following Dick Grayson around since he was a little kid. He had a thing for Nightwing's mom, and after she passed on, he followed Dick around for a bit. Then he saw that Bruce Wayne took Dick Grayson in and put him on the wrong path, or at least according to him. Raptor kidnaps Wayne, Grayson goes after Raptor, yada yada yada. The good guys win in the end. New Avengers issue number 17. I'm really trying hard to like this title, especially being that they have such a diverse cast of characters, including Hulkling and Wiccan, who happen to be two of my favorite Marvel characters. But it's just not there for me. This is sort of a conclusion where they're taking down the Maker, also known as the Reed Richards from the Ultimate Universe, and also at the same time confronting Dum Dum Dugan, who happens to be an LMD, which is a life model decoy, which there's a lot of LMD versions of Dum Dum Dugan in this book. But that's really it. I feel like the whole potential of this book is being wasted. These characters could do so much more. Green Lanterns issue number 10. The Phantom Lantern is making his debut in this comic book. Well, not really making his debut, but he does get the ring itself. This ring has the ability to harness all of the different spectrums of emotions that all of the other Lantern rings can do. So it looks as though the two Lanterns of Earth that are still there, which happens to be Simon Baz and Jessica Cruz, are going to probably be fighting this guy later on. Finally, the last title I read was Batman issue number 10, I Am Suicide Part 2. Batman assembled his own Suicide Squad to go after the Psycho Pirate, who happens to be with Bane. A confrontation ensues, which Batman already anticipated, and it ends up where they're going to have to go to phase 2 of what Batman's plan was. It's a really good issue, and it's also showing Batman's determination to defy all odds. All of the inner monologue that was written was done by Catwoman, which I thought was a nice twist, and it's a good change to see someone else's perspective. But that's my comic load for this week. I also got Midnighter and Apollo issue number 2, but I'll talk about that in a separate video. But what does your load look like? Leave a comment down below and let me know. That's it for now. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, check out my Patreon site when you get a chance, and I'll join you guys for another video very soon. Peace, love, namaste, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. I know it's a bit of paranoia in the back of my head, but I really feel as though DC really wanted to put Tim Drake and Connell into limbo, just so that readers can forget about them and focus on Jonathan Kent and Damien Wayne instead. It just feels as though they're really pushing the new Superboy in every Superman book, just so that readers can like him so much more than they could like the previous Superboy. But again, that's just paranoia.